Hi everyone, Dawnnie Sola here, and today I want to discuss with you how to avoid the dreaded skinny fat look and how to build real muscle in 3 hours per week. So for the longest time, I had a misconception that you had to do high repetitions and lightweight in order to get cut up, in order to look sculpted. And many people have this misconception still, that in order to get lean and toned, that you have to lift light weights, high repetitions, do lots of cardio. And this is the furthest thing from the truth. It's very important to discuss this, because as a busy executive or business owner, I know that you definitely do not have the time to be spending hours in the gym, doing tons of cardio, and spending time on every exercise, doing tons of repetitions with light weight. So, yeah, you definitely don't have the time for this. So today I'm here to tell you that not only do you not have to do this in order to get the results that you want, but it's actually holding you back from your fitness goals. So as an executive or business owner, you understand the value of efficiency, and the same principle applies to your workouts. I was working with my client, Michelle. She was in her late 30s, and she's a court reporter and a devoted mother of 2. And she would come to the gym. She would, she would spend tons of time there doing light weights, a lot of repetitions, always on the cardio machines, taking tons of group exercise classes, and she was hoping that she could get this sculpted look through this method. And week after week, she would be dissatisfied, and she also thought that this technique here would allow her to overindulge with food, which is the furthest thing from the truth. So she wanted to look strong and not too bulky, but her weight just wasn't working for her. And day after day, she just complained that she was looking soft. And she couldn't stay consistent because this method was just so time consuming for her that then she would miss days at the gym because she was actually exhausted from, spending so much time there. And she was struggling to juggle between spending time with her kids and other social activities. And she just didn't like what she was seeing in the mirror, and she didn't like how her clothes were fitting her. So when I started working with Michelle, what I did was I changed her entire routine. I started to have her shorten her routine. First of all, we had her going to the gym maybe for weight training 2 to 3 times a week, an hour each time, and I had her lift heavier weights, so this way she didn't have to sit there and do 30, 40, 50 repetitions before she actually felt something in her muscles. I had her doing at the most 20 repetitions, but mostly I had her in the 12 to the 10 to 12 repetition zone. And she was lifting a lot heavier. So, and I told her, you don't even really need to hit the cardio machines that much. She was on the cardio machines 5 days a week, spending an extra hour on the elliptical. And I said, you don't even need to do that. You know, if you want, you know, if you like it, you could, you know, you could do like once or twice a week, but you're not going to need it. So, and I told her, she, you know, she thought like, well, I got to burn calories. I said, listen, when you're lifting weights, especially when you're lifting heavier, you're actually burning calories during your weight training workouts. So what she needed was to lift heavier so she could build some lean muscle to achieve her desired look. So when she did achieve her desired look, what we did was we lightened the weight just a little bit. We added a little bit of reps, but only slightly. The weight, no, of course, the weight wasn't too light because that's just, it's pretty useless. And we also looked at her nutrition as well, and I coached her on what foods to eat and without her having to give up her favorite foods. Because when you got to give up, when you got to make so many restrictions, it's just not sustainable. So in 2 months, she was down 5 pounds. She lost 2 dress sizes. And her waist was thin, legs were toned, arms were sculpted. She had the look that she wanted. She had way more energy than she had before. She had more time to spend with her kids, more time for social activities, and she was way happier, and she just loved what she was seeing in the mirror. So basically, if you're lifting on your own, it's important for you to understand that you need to get the movements and reps correct. Otherwise, you're going to end up making the mistakes that most people make, and they get stuck working out without any results. So let's recap here. In doing lots of cardio and weight training with light weights and tons of repetitions, which we know is just a waste of time, and it's a waste of time, and you know, you just got to pull back on your cardio workouts and lift heavier weights and in order to get the sculpted look that you want. And especially if you want to save time. You know, as a busy executive, time is crucial. You know, we don't want to, you know, spend hours in the gym and then all of a sudden we see no results and then you give up. If you're a busy executive or business owner and you're looking to get that sculpted look and you don't want to get too bulky, you could reach out to me here. And knowing what exercises to focus on most and knowing where to start is very important for achieving optimal results. You also want a nutrition plan that is sustainable, where you're not eliminating your favorite foods, yet something that can still keep you in a calorie deficit if you want to lose weight, or a good maintenance plan to make sure you're not overeating. So if you aren't sure what to eat or what to do in your workouts, and you want help reaching your goals quicker with a customized program tailored to you, your specific needs, message me to set up a blueprint call. It's a great way for me to learn more about you and what your goals are, and an opportunity to gain insight as to whether this program would be the right one for you.